The Prince of the Soviets. A historical novel by Elvira, Bary. The Russian Treasures Series, Book 3. To Peter Thomsen, whose unwavering support and belief in my work made this audiobook possible. Thank you for turning a dream into reality. Narrated by Lucas Arnold. Prologue. 1. To Klim Rogov, the ungrateful wretch I foolishly harbored in my bosom, from Fernando Jose Burbano, the boss and owner of this damn radio station, the devil take it. Regarding your willful resignation, September 28, 1927, Shanghai, Republic of China. Note from O. Harper, Secretary. Sorry, Klim. I'm just typing what the boss dictates to me. You ungrateful wretch! You had no right to resign from your job at my outstanding radio station and go charging off to the very devil itself, Soviet Russia. You're the best radio presenter we have, and you're causing us no end of trouble with our commercials. We've only just signed a contract with the makers of Sedate Ease sleeping tablets. I promised them you'd do them proud. Instead, it turns out you have done a runner. I detest you heartily for it. Damn your eyes! You can rest assured that I wouldn't take you back even if you came crawling back on your belly asking my forgiveness for a whole year. Why the devil are you going back to that den of vipers anyway? You only just got out by the skin of your teeth after the revolution. Have you forgotten that it is run by the Bolsheviks? A godless crowd who confiscate private property belonging to decent traders and businessmen. If you haven't taken complete leave of your senses, I advise you to buy yourself a big packet of Sedates and avoid the place like the plague. I'll organize you a discount. However, if you're serious about this crazy scheme, I hope the Bolsheviks string you up from the nearest tree. 2. To my boss, friend, and owner of this damn radio station, Fernando Jose Burbano. From the ungrateful wretch, Klim Rogov. Regarding my resignation, September 29, 1927, Shanghai, Republic of China. My dearest friend, please don't be angry with me. I am only doing what I have to do. My wife is in trouble. The Bolsheviks have deported her to Moscow, and she is in mortal danger there. I know for a fact that the Soviet political police, the OGPU, is seizing any white Russians who return to the USSR and sending them off to prison camps somewhere in the far north of the country. The OGPU don't care if the people they arrest are guilty or not. Their policy is to neutralize them in any case. I have to save Nina. I know in advance what you'll say. People like this lady friend of yours are nothing but bad news. And you're right. If I go back to Soviet Russia, I also risk falling into the hands of the OGPU. I'm also a white émigré like my wife. And even if I do manage to get her back, I can't expect any sort of domestic idyll in the future. Such a life isn't possible with a woman as passionate and headstrong as Nina. How can I explain it all to you so that you'll understand and not take offense? I've had the good fortune to find a marvelous, unique woman, and for her sake, I'm prepared to go straight into the lion's mouth. When I'm beside her, I feel alive. We all have something we prize over all else, Fernando. You'd risk everything for profit, but I haven't any enthusiasm for gold mining or for creating commercial empires. If I do anything, I do it for the sake of my wife and my little daughter. I'm sorry, but it's just a defect of my character. Please don't try to persuade me not to go. I know Nina and I are completely at odds at the moment. Our relations are at a dead end, and I don't see any way out. But it's too late for me to go back now. Your friend, colleague, and companion in arms, Klim Rogov. 3. To Klim Rogov, from Fernando Jose Burbano. On the subject of your ** explanatory note. September 29, 1927, Shanghai, Republic of China. Note from O. Harper, Secretary. The asterisks indicate where Mr. Burbano used unprintable expressions. Please accept my apologies if this letter is not to your liking. Go to the devil, you asterisks. By the way, if you ever come back alive from the USSR, how about making a radio program about your adventures? I think it could be popular with our listeners. If the team that makes Sedate Ease haven't gone bust by then, they could be our sponsors. You can tell our listeners about running away from the Bolsheviks, and during the commercial break, you can advise them to take tablets to calm their nerves. Make sure you write down everything that happens to you anyway. If you find you're about to be killed, take a moment to send us all your stories, and we'll broadcast them. If you need a funeral service, send a telegram. You may be a Orthodox Christian and not a Catholic, but I'll say a prayer for you and do what needs to be done. Your friend, Fernando.